Hello, 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 and welcome back to another live stream. How's it going? Hope you're doing well. Hello, Patrol. Welcome in. Let's go Silver Bros. Is that a sports team? I don't know what Silver Bros are. Who are they? What do they want? Are they worse than the Gold Bros? These are the things that I must know. These are the things I must know. I should probably launch Unreal. You trade silver bullion. What is silver bullion? I feel like, isn't bullion a soup? But that doesn't make sense for silver. Do I want to look it up? I do. Fine. A broth made by stewing meat, fish, and vegetables in water. Bouillon. Define silver bullion. High purity physical silver, because words can mean very different things, even typically in the form of bars or coins. Oh, okay. Basically silver in the form that pirates trade. I mean, it seems cool. I don't know any, so I wasn't familiar with it. That sounds cool. They're pictures. It's like silver bars. I will say they don't look nearly as cool as gold bars. So, but when there's a lot of them, it looks prettier because it looks like, a nice shiny metal. I stacked up. Hey, Blue Seeker, welcome in. How's it going? Hope you're doing well. What is the Friday song? Oh, are you not familiar with a Friday song? It's Friday, Friday. Gotta get down on Friday. You not know it? You like having bars? You can't afford gold bars? Fair enough. New to you? Oh yeah, just don't worry. Just look up Rebecca Black Friday on YouTube and just have a listen to really get to familiarize yourself. About a decade ago, top single. Rebecca Black Friday. 10-ounce bar of gold would be like 35,000. How much is silver of the same size? I don't trade in either one, so I have no idea what the costs are. Closer to 400. A little bit different. Yeah, that's a slight difference in there in price. I can see why, you prefer the 400 versus the 35,000. Lasted 45 seconds to that song. I mean, that's impressive. 45 seconds is pretty impressive. I mean, back in the old days, we all used to listen to that on repeat. Couldn't either rebate or credit or something. No. I answered your question. I am like a monkey's paw. You didn't know you didn't want to know the answer to the question, but I answered your question. That was the punishment for asking the question. He was It is part of your Scrooge McDuck fantasy you want to have on E-Day? Do you want to have a pool or like a giant hot tub full of coins? I mean, silver coins are definitely would be cooler to have than, you know, pennies. For sure. I will say, don't try to actually jump in those, because that will hurt. Yeah, Lucy, you're wiser. And, you know, true genius has a price. And that was your price. You paid for 45 seconds of your time, which is not a lot of time. It's how much wiser you are now. You understand my musical tastes? You know, Family Guy was wrong. You can dip your hand into coins. Wait, Family Guy? I'm not talking about Family Guy. I'm talking about the fact that if you pack a bunch of metal in a tub or anything and you jump into it, you'll be hitting hard. A hard surface. You will not be hitting anything that's gonna move out of the way. Yeah, you can move your hand around, like swiggle it in slightly. You're just gonna, yeah, you can do that. But yeah, if you just like jump in, cannonball, yeah, that's gonna hurt. Yeah, you're welcome to do it though. I'm not gonna stop you. But yeah. Family Guy said it was like solid metal because it is solid metal. Right? A coin is solid metal, and it's just you stack them. So it is. You can move the pieces around. But you're moving around pieces of metal. Yeah. Am I the crazy one? Say across. Yeah. Yeah, you can move your hand around, but they're not going to slide across each other. Sliding across does this. If you want to like jump in, they need to do like full on separation, which they're not going to do. They're going to stay where they are and just maybe slide around a little bit on the surface, and then you're going to hurt yourself. You literally live on a boat, so I mean, yeah, but you don't sail in money. Although that would be impressive. Hey, Kanzari, welcome in. How's it going? Hope you're doing well. I want to be, you know, it's like there was an old saying that I heard that basically. I want to buy a submarine. Why do you want to buy a submarine? No, you misunderstood. I want to be rich enough to afford to buy a submarine. Like, I don't actually want to have a boat that I can swim through money with. But I want to be rich enough to have a boat that I can swim through money with. Same thing. Anyway, it's Friday. You get a submarine, you can come crew on it. That sounds like work. I can't. No, that also involves going outside. Look at the sun. This is horrible. This is terrible things. Why would you ever want to do that? Outside? I go to the grocery store. Is that enough? Anyway. Not much has happened since yesterday. So we're gonna get started on doing some more power-up changes, fixes, improvements, and then probably get to making new power-ups maybe today. You're working on your anchor today. Because your fluke is bent. I don't know what a fluke is. What is a fluke? I know like a fluke like happened only one time. Like that's a fluke. But I don't think that's what you meant. Pretty sure that's not what you meant. One of the spoons on the anchor itself. You know too many words. All these words. There's spoons on an anchor now? What are we eating with anchors? I assume it's the little like rounded portions. They kind of when it goes down, out, and I assume it's the little two things at the ends are the spoons. Is my only guess. Because you said it says plural, so it has to be something that mirrors. That's what I assume. Okay. My only guess is it's these things. But I'm entirely guessing. Your sailboat census making you learn words on top of the ones you already know? Oh, I did get it right. Yay! I can use context clues. I'm not the worst. I mean, debatable, but theoretically, I am not the worst. So, we left off with Ghostly Dash. Actually, I wanted to check something. If I use Booming Arrival and multi-hit, this should only trigger once, right? Yeah, it only hit once. Good. Good. So, the next power-up that we need to work on, by work on I mean check, is Greatsword, which increases the damage of the left special attack damage. I should change this from left special attack to left hold attack. That's fine. So, if I do this at max strength, okay, of course I miss. At max strength, I do. Why do I do 74? I guess it's just not quite the full. That's fine. 74.7. Okay. But if I go ahead and pick up this, how much damage is it gonna do? Okay, they all got behind me. Great. Oh, come on. Stop juking me. Oh my god. Why am I so bad at this? Oh, come on. Oh, there we go. 127. Yeah, so it works. 127. Okay, so we know that works. Great. Moving on then. The next one is Spellbolt. So this increases range. So we have a range of that. And if we got power up. Yeah, that's a lot further. That's a lot further. too far. I feel like that's too far. You literally go off screen. Let's adjust those values. Let's slightly. So let's make the cursed version 150. You can do 110 and 125. That seems better. It's not that much less, but it's less. Oh wait, hold on a second. I think it's just not set up correctly in the ability, because I think it actually added onto it, which I don't want to add onto it. Do I still have it open? No. Oh yes. Yes, I do. Oh, but it's on AC abilities. Attack. Is there attack? So here, oh yeah, we're doing +1. No, we don't want to do +1. We want to do this. The only thing is, I'm realizing is when you pick up a weapon or when you start, you should get the card of your weapon. Because otherwise, how would it have this information? So when we do set new weapon, right, this is all good and all, but I need to add a gameplay tag here. Or sorry, not add a gameplay tag, add a card, basically. Yes. Oh, but then, but I don't have this card. What's the trick to this? Well, I don't want to. I guess I don't want to do it here. Either way, when we get a new weapon, I don't want to do it here because that would mess things up. What I want to do is only on initialization we do this, because obviously we'll have to get the card otherwise. So here I need to do a switch on initialization. But it's also needs to only happen when it also needs to only happen when we're in the first area, the first level. Because when we load in the first level, then we get the card that has the information. Because what I'm thinking is, right now, if we were to go here, right, this is gonna work fine, but this is technically not gonna work fine. If I got this, now it's working fine. What's the... So... It has to be at the start of the game, because we can't do it in the hub. In the hub, we'll make it so you can swap weapons, and it'll just make a mess. It should check it at the start of the game, what you have. And then go off of that. So... get current dungeon level. If this is equal to 1, then we do this. So what we do is what? Let's get rid of this. We need to add a card. For that, we need to get the card. Get collected cards. No, not collected cards. Get unlock cards. This will not work. I can't find it. Do I have a... How do I get a specific card from here when it's on a struct and I don't have access to the struct? Could I... Yeah, this won't have it. And adding it here doesn't make sense. Hey, Stormer, welcome in. How's it going? Hope you're doing well. Welcome, welcome. I mean, I like, I could do it for each loop. Break it. Get access to the gameplay tag. And then I can do a switch on gameplay tag. Not... Your ad blocker went out today, so you had to learn how to mess with Chrome. You felt like you hacked it to get your uBlock origin to work again? I mean, usually you just wait a little while for them to update it. And then you're good. Right? Usually that's all you need. So here's what we can do. We can do add 3 gameplay tags. This is going to be Greatsword, Spellbolt, and honestly that's it, right? Because we don't usually we can never have the last one as an option. So it's really this or this. And then we need to check on here. If this is equal to Greatsword, then we do this, and if it's equal to Spellbolt, do this. I don't like the way this is set up, though. Is there a better way of doing this? Chrome removed it because it didn't follow best practices? Oh, you're talking about Origin. Sorry. Yeah. You need to use uBlock Lite. On Chrome, it's uBlock Lite. On Firefox, you can still use uBlock Origin. And it's not because it wasn't following best practices. It's because they went to a new system, and the new system basically doesn't allow the functionality of uBlock Origin. It's just less access to stuff. But Firefox still is running on the old system, so it is fine. So if you want uBlock Origin, which is better, then you gotta go Firefox. But otherwise, yeah, Lite is the new version that works on Chrome. It's not as powerful as Origin, but it is what it is. So we do this. If this is true, then we activate powered by tag.
Ads are here. Pausing for ads.
We activate it. There you go. But you should totally watch all my ads. Because all those pennies, oh man, I really want those pennies. I mean, it does help out the streamers. Have I ever made a space scene? In what sense? Have I ever put stars in a stars dome? Sure. Hey Joe, welcome in. How's it going? Hope you're doing well. You have it how you want with lighting. See the sun, but you want some stars. So just put an HDRI of stars. That's it. Get an image of stars and put it in the sky dome, basically. That's all you need. Need your own sky dome, but the sun doesn't show through? It's behind the blueprint, you think? So, yeah, you need to make sure that it doesn't cast shadows, doesn't have collisions, things of that nature. Yeah, there's ways to do it though. You're on the right track. You're on the right track. There's tutorials on YouTube on it if you need. You'll be fine. I want to see. Where is this? Is the active item? Where's the active? Wait. Where's this? EP player. Right. Right. It's just here. Okay. So theoretically now, it should work. We'll see. That's what you're watching. Seems like they made their own sun. I mean, if you want to use like the default, like sun, quote unquote sun, the dynamic one, yeah, you're not going to see through that. What you could do if you want to see through that is have your sky dome be masked out or transparencied out, so you only see the stars, and then obviously it would shine through. But you shouldn't see stars and a sun. So theoretically, I mean, you can in certain scenarios, but probably shouldn't be a problem. Hey Leo, welcome in. How's it going? I hope you're doing well. So a company can't technically force you to sign a contract you don't want to, right? A company can't do anything to force you on anyway. Period. No one can force your hand. Just in general. Be it company or anyone else. And when you're put in a position, usually that's there's laws around that. So if you don't sign them, they're free to fire you if you don't agree to their terms. I mean, what did you say you're gonna quit? What happened? I thought you were gonna quit. Why are we talking about being fired now? Yeah, no, you can just not sign something, yeah. If you don't agree to something, don't sign it. I mean, I would say get a lawyer to check, or attorney, or whatever they're called. I don't know if it's a difference for checking the paperwork, but yeah. Until you get something else? What? You'll probably either quit or get fired, so win-win. So why don't you just quit and leave on your own terms? Being fired does look bad, typically. Like, it's usually much worse than quitting. I mean, I don't know how, if it's being kept, like, but yeah, in general. Okay, so I think we should now be able to. I have the melee weapon, so if we come here and I look at my cards, I should have the melee weapon. I don't. Okay, good start. Good start. Why don't I? Why don't I have it? Weapon greatsword. Okay. So. Oh, I'm not getting the card. I'm activating the card, but I'm not getting the card. Right. Is that the problem? No, I should be well, yeah, this activates all the stuff, so I'm not getting the card. So I think all I need to do though is add card collection. Oh. Ooh. Okay, that. Yeah, we gotta fix that. Do I have access to all three right now? Oh yeah, I do. And the problem isn't quitting; it's getting another job part. I mean, yeah, but just apply anywhere. Go get a job at McDonald's or Starbucks or whatever else. Based on what you've been describing, you're not getting paid pretty much above minimum wage anyway. So just find another temporary job of any kind. And then stop being miserable at your current one. You know, the pay clearly is not going to be much different, so... I mean, you're welcome to, of course, stay at the job. It doesn't sound like you're very happy. And let's do one of these. Okay, so now there's the greatsword. Okay, so immediately we have a card activated because that is our base activated card. Fantastic. This will have repercussions later, but so right now if we grab this is not going to work correctly, but if we go inside it will. Yeah, this is working. Why am I hitting the dead bodies? I'm hitting the dead bodies still. God damn it. We gotta change that. Gotta change that. Because we're doing a simple sphere trace instead of a multi-sphere trace. So we should do a multi-sphere trace and then check if it has the tag defeated or not. Yeah. Multi-sphere trace for objects. Yep. Because we need to not have it triggering on dead things. It's gonna be better that way. Okay, let's do one of those. Okay, you here for each loop. So here, before it does all the rest, we should do a check. So let's do. We'll pull this out here. So I do the hit actor. Check hashtag. And we want to say if he doesn't have the defeated tag. So as long as he doesn't have the defeated tag, then we do this. And when we do this, because I don't want it to do after this. This actually should be with break. Because I don't want it to do multiple. Yeah, I don't want it to do multiple. So when it does this, right at the end of all this, assuming it's successful, it breaks. Okay. Let's clean it up a little bit. Let's put you here. You up. Organization. When it comes to blueprints is important. You don't want to have spaghetti unless you really like spaghetti, in which case, you know, I get it, you know. Everyone likes a good pasta, but this isn't the time for it. You can always go for something else. Cough, Leviathan, cough. My Leviathan was organized. Thank you very much, Leo. I didn't say not to have a lot of lines. I just said to keep it organized. I will have no such disrespect of the Leviathan, as you call it. Okay? It was glorious. Okay. There we go. So now it shouldn't hit enemies that are dead. Now, won't it or will it? Is a good question, but it shouldn't. Also, I need to check. I need to make it so you can't attack in the hub. I should not be able to do any of this stuff in the hub. You're banning the tower defense for now? Even though you got some of the mechanics working, you lost the zeal, at least for now. I think it's because you decided to do a tower defense because it was the simpler thing to do, not because you wanted to. Why is that still there? Oh, if it's false, then I want to set visibility to off as well. Okay, fine. If it's false, we need to set visibility to off and then continue on. Okay, there we go. This main mechanic can be easily replaced by a basic regular upgrade downgrade system, so then it sort of loses the appeal of the main mechanic, which was a modular tower. It's fairly having a dynamic tower, but with extra steps. Which at that point, why have the mechanic? It's practically a gimmick. I mean, does it sound like fun? Does it sound like you would have fun with this gimmick? If you were gonna have fun with this gimmick, then I don't see a problem. Right? I think it's as simple as that. You're not sure? Well, there you go. You gotta have fun with your own game. If you're not gonna have fun with your own game, then obviously you can't expect anyone else to have fun with your game. Yay, works now. Yeah, so now the ball appears at the first one hits. I mean, it'd be cool if it appeared at every single one hit if I had piercing, but I think for now, it's fine. Yay, we did it. Let me make it so I can't attack, though, in the hub real quick. I think that would be a good idea. What I can do is have a different setup for input mapping for the hub versus not the hub. and that will take care of the problem without having me to do checks or anything like that. It's like a node system with each node being dynamically placeable. You're overcomplicated the shit out of it. You do realize this, by the way, Leo, right? The more you're talking about, the more it sounds like way overcomplicated for a first basic game where you're trying to just get something out. You're taking a basic, simple tower defense, and you're like, yeah, let me shove this very advanced system that is very complicated into it. Will it be fun with it? Probably. But make the basic tower defense. Make the mobile game version. They have two different game ideas. One fairly simple. The other one is a card game, but a 1v1. So I think that's just going into the game idea Obsidian file. Simple one is a shopkeeper type game based around D&D. I mean, as long as single player, yeah, that sounds fine. No game is simple. I disagree. You could very easily create Flappy Bird. You can very easily create yeah, Flappy Bird. Actually, the good example there. One button increases height, over time go down. No one wants to make Flappy Bird. That wasn't the argument. He said no game is simple. Flappy Bird is simple. Argument defeated. Ta-da! You didn't specify no game is simple that you also want to make and is fun and that's going to be popular if you release it right now. Right? Yeah, sure. We could throw in 20 other conditions then. I'm like the monkey's paw. You gave me a situation. I made it reality. Banana game. I mean, banana game is a game. It has a mechanic. There's no win condition. But right, you click. What's the difference between banana game and cookie clicker? There's a shop in cookie clicker that allows you to click automatically, so it's less work. So really, banana game has more work. So right, it's harder to play banana game. So Flappy Bird isn't a game, it's a money-sucking addiction? Last I checked, Flappy Bird 1 isn't around anymore to actually play. 2 doesn't require you to spend more money to play it. What? I mean, last I checked, Flappy Bird did not have microtransactions. Oh, this attack stuff. Oh, cool. I just removed this. If we can just go. Hold on. Input mapping happens first, so I actually want to reorder this. I want input mapping probably to happen later, because that way I can use the game mode variable. I can check if get current dungeon level is greater than 0. But yeah, considering you have a hard time sticking to a game, you definitely want to scale down. Make a tiny game. just having a game, even if it's not, you know, super exciting, and you finishing it like you're saying like 2 weeks, will make you feel good about continuing to make a game or continue to develop a game. But make a prototype that works in 2 weeks. For example, right, this was done in 2 weeks during a game jam while I was working full-time on something else, right? Right, that's all. But the mechanic is there. It has some basic combat. It has some stuff. It has the dungeon generation is all like figured out. You know, like all that kind of stuff. Right? That's all you need to do. Just make that. And when you do, you will feel a lot more confident in being able to be like, okay, this is what I could make in 2 weeks. What if I can work on it for another 2 weeks? What if I work on it for another 2 weeks? And you continue on. Yay, I can't attack. I can still dash. Why is it frame me? Why is the effect not working? What the hell's going on? What happened to the effect? Why is the effect not working? Why is the effect not working properly? Always says the second time. Yeah, and a third, and a fourth, and a fifth. Execute dash trail. Oh. Is this the wrong math? Because, oh, I need to do this. That's why. I need to do all of this. Am I reusing this whole thing? Because I just need to do the same thing. Dash distance mod for dash distance. But you know what? I'm just gonna collapse this all to a function. Yeah, I'm just gonna collapse it all to a function. Get dash distance.
Ads are here. Pausing for ads.
And then I can reuse it here after the ads, which will clean up this mess here as well. I'm just reusing the same thing. Oh, it's the second time because first time it's probably compiling shaders. Oh man, I dash all the time, so it's not that. It's just me not paying attention to that because I was looking at the distance I was traveling when I was doing the previous test, not to the effect working the right distance. So that's why. Also, look, I'm out of sparkling ice. I didn't buy more. Now, you might be like, good job. But really, I ran out after I already went to the grocery store today, and I was just too damn lazy to go to the grocery store again to get more. So it's not that big of a good job. So I guess, you know. So today we're just drinking vodka, you know. I hear it's good for you. What was that wine? Have I seen the price of ground coffee? I don't drink coffee, so no. But if ground coffee is too expensive, try air coffee. Sky coffee. Try water coffee. Ocean coffee. You know. Just saying, you got options. Three times for a few months ago? Oh, really? That does sound like it's gone up quite a bit. Yep. Yep. Listen, monkey fall. Yes? Something wrong? Something the matter? There are lines. Stop! No! Stop! Stop snorting it. Just because they're lines doesn't mean you have to snort it. Okay? It's bad. It's bad. Don't do drugs. Okay? Okay. Glad we had this talk. I get it. If you store the line is gone. You know? Then there's no line to cross. I mean, it makes sense. But don't do drugs. There we go. There's our effect. We got our effect. That's right, kids. Listen to L Monkey Paw. Why L Monkey Paw? Why the L? I'm more of a Kira than an L, honestly. You know. Who's gonna get that reference? It's not that crazy of a reference, but still. I wanted to make it so it doesn't cost stamina. If it is in the hub. I want the hub to not cost stamina, so you can just dash around the hub if you want to. Because why not? Oh, thank you for text. Game mode reference. Current dungeon level is equal to 0. Or Boolean. And then we need this again. Actually, I'm gonna just put this instead of this function. So if it is, if can dash, check if it is 0, and if it is true, then we're just gonna say yes, we can dash. No other checks necessary. There we go. So now we can dash tons of times. Ooh, but there's no cooldown. I mean, it doesn't really matter, but I feel like it's too okay. You know, I'm changing my mind on this all of a sudden. This might be a little too much. I know it's only in the hub, but damn it. I don't have a time cooldown on it, so and I really don't want to implement a time cooldown on it. So, by the way, am I the only one that hates that when you do this, it sometimes just ever so slightly doesn't line up? Like, it was line up, but then when you move it, it just ever so slightly snaps to not the same area. Why? Why is it like this? I don't like it. You too, OCD confirmed? Yep, okay. Because you probably see me, like, occasionally just, like, move those a little bit around. Just to get it lined up, because OCD. Hey, Thomas, welcome in. How's it going? Hope you're doing well. Q, damn Q it. This is what happens when you Q it. Because I have two things plugged into it. This is what happens. Right, I should do Shift W in this case, but I should have to. Is basically it. I know I can use a hotkey. Yeah. I know, if it's like this, I can just do, you know, Shift W, call it a day. I just don't want to, right? See, now I have to do it again. But I'm lazy. Have we not learned this yet? I am extremely lazy. Can't you tell? I thought by now it should be quite obvious of how lazy I am. Connections, points, or the boxes should be standardized. Nah, that's asking too much. It'll never happen. It'll never happen. Hey Terry, welcome in. How's it going? Hope you're doing well. You think it's neat? I mean, look, we all have wrong opinions on something. This one just happens to be yours. So said the monkey's paw. You know what would happen if you asked me, like, hey, I want to be able to align these, you know, to fix that problem, what I would do if he said, this doesn't quite line up properly. I wanted to be able to, I wanted to automatically do this. I would make it so he would align everything in the entire blueprint to that height perfectly, and you could not move it up or down at all. That would be the solution to that question. Then you don't have a problem with it being on different elevations. No, Terry, we just went over this. Q does this. Q does this. Q doesn't work when you have multiple things plugged in, because it. Yeah, you don't press Q. When scenarios like this, you press Shift W. Yeah, just before we came in, we went over this. I want to see this value. There it is, 10. Okay. Now, am I gonna get more stamina? I should get 15. I still get 10. Why is this broken? We just implemented this recently, and it's already broken. How do I manage to do that? Just... Oh, because it's using stamina multiplier here, not stamina in here. What's it called? Rapid recovery. I need to be using rapid recovery. So... Get component by class. You see abilities. Get car power up values. What the hell was it called again? Rapid recovery. Memory, short-term memory for me, not great. Can you tell? They have a non-compete clause when they're in Miami and you literally am not in the States. They have no jurisdiction outside of their business area. No, I don't know. I would consult a lawyer on that one. I have no idea how that works. Your chats have a huge lag. YouTube has a longer lag than Twitch. If you want a lower lag, you can watch on Twitch. There's less of a... Also, make sure you're live on YouTube. If you don't see the little red circle next to the word live, that means you're not actually at the present time. Oh, did you say press Q? Because you were probably in the past. Which that means Terry will probably see this message in a little while, and then he'll realize that, oh, he's been in the past. If he presses live button, he'll go to the present. And then he'll catch up, and then he will miss this. I know there are streamers, and mostly VTubers, that I find do not have rewind on. on their streams. Which is, you know, unfortunate. $15, yay! Now it works. Cool. Easy fix. Easy fix. But for example, why are you lagging? For example, I think like pretty much everyone that is in any major like VTuber agency pretty much doesn't have a rewind on their streams. I don't know why. Have I ever used the math node yet? No. What is the math node? What is a math node? Because I'm using math here and here and here. Right? This is math. This is all math. So I'm not sure what you mean by math node. Because when I search for math, there's not really a math thing that pops up. Math expression all the way at the bottom, this? What's this? Math expression acts like a collapsed graph. It is a single node that you can double click and open the subgraph that makes up its functionality. The name expression is blank. Whenever you rename the node, new expression is parsed and a new subgraph is generated. Okay, so I cannot... What? I can't do anything with it. Wait, where'd my thing go? Where'd it go? Oh. No, what? Why am I back here? Where was I? Where was I? It was the event graph, wasn't it? No? God damn it. Why? You just wanted to mess me up. What screen was I on? Where did I add it? Math expression. No, what? It's part of the event graph. Where is it? Oh, there it is. Damn it. The live button was it. There you go. I don't understand. You can't put math in here. So I don't understand. No. It's wild. This is Procedural Mind's Back to the Future episode. You're back to the present, more like. How was it in the past? Probably a bit lonely. Yeah, you missed this whole conversation, discussion about VTubers. It was very, well, something. Hey, you guys, welcome in. How's it going? Hope you're doing well. I'm all right. We're near the bottom. We're near the bottom. Enemy or the slows enemies. Let's go test that out. I also made other changes. Don't worry. We made other sweeping changes that I'm sure you're gonna love. I don't think they're slower. They don't seem slower to me. You're very drunk? Catching the last train to home after your friend's bachelor party? Well, I'm glad you're not driving and you're catching a train home. Hope you had fun. You know, be careful out there. Yeah, let's see. If we have 100%, we can know if it's actually working. Yep. No, it's definitely not working because they're still moving. How? How is it that I just like this was the latest round of me adding power-ups? How have I already broken them? What you cooking today? More power-up stuff that we're fixing through. We're at the end of the ones that are, you know, have been implemented already. I also removed the ability to attack in the hub. You can no longer attack in the hub. Then don't sign it, Leo. I tried it. I tried it. You have to key in the formula as its name. I don't want to do formulas. I don't know how to write the formula. That's much easier to just do the nodes. To x plus 1. Okay. And I'll do it here. So that's what happened when I tried to do the math expression node. Yeah, we'll never try that again. You basically wanted me to code. Clearly the math expression node is not very good. You swear it's nice? I can see. It did a great job crashing me. Yeah, it was very great. Just peachy. Here. Math expression. Okay. Is it x plus y? Okay. But that's no different than doing just an add node. Yes, I know you could probably do x plus y, you know, multiplied by z. Oh, no, that doesn't work. I don't even get z. Why don't I even get z? Oh, did I do the wrong, it's so hard to see. No, I just get z now. Why am I just... There we go. Like, I know, yeah. But... yeah. I mean, maybe I'll use it, but usually, like, I'm a visual person, so for me, like, seeing this immediately clicks in my head much easier than if I did, right? Here's gonna be the same expression, it's the same thing, right? It's going to be a times b, parentheses. I guess times 0.01. And then if I want to combine this plus C, okay, well that didn't even work. Why didn't it work? Missing a parenthesis. I put the wrong one. What's the problem? It's just this seems terrible. New parentheses. What's the problem? Parentheses A times B times 0.01 in parentheses plus C. Missing close parentheses in group closing. What? This seems garbage. See how much easier this was? I don't have to deal with syntax. This is why I hate programming or I hate coding, because of this garbage syntax. I'm like, I don't want to deal with this. No. It's so good. Clearly, it has crashed me once and it refuses to work there. Clearly not for me. The math node, the math expression node, clearly is not made for me. Plus one more tool for the toolbox? Yeah, I don't use my toolbox. It's okay. I'll survive. You ordered a power supply unit? You drunk texted and told me to buy the most expensive one, 5,000 watts. See, the problem with that, Leo, is if you had money to buy the most expensive power supply unit, you would have had enough money to just replace your computer a while back. So, I feel like it kind of falls short. I'll be honest, I still to this day have never had a PSU. Sorry, not a PSU, a UPS. I've never had a UPS. He just called you broke little bro. Leo, are you the little bro in the relationship? Are you gonna take that? Are you gonna be little bro?
Ads are here. Pausing for ads.
Oh yeah, so this doesn't work. I got distracted. I forgot what we're testing. If it makes you feel any better, for a lot of the time, not for a lot, for a good chunk of time, I also wasn't getting paid that much. You'll get there. Now it's because I was unemployed, I should point out, but still. I also had an IT job for a while that didn't pay great. You have an interview Monday. Nice. Hell yeah. That deserves a cheer. Best of luck. Would you like some advice for your interview on Monday? I can offer advice if you so wish it. Monkey paw incoming. No, no, no. For work-related things, I'm more serious. Advice, don't use math expression notes. True and real. They're the worst. You're okay? You trust your skills? You're fairly smart, actually? I like how you have to preface that with actually at the end. Or... It's like, I might seem like I'm dumb, but actually I'm not that dumb. I didn't say you were. Ask the interviewer, why did they need this position filled? And do you expect in 3 months' time? Or what do you expect in 3 months' time? Don't ask it that way, though, Lee. That's not a good way of asking it, though. The idea is right. I think the wording needs work. Being someone to do something that you already did in the past and has very specific skills, and that's why it was hard to find a job in the first place. Hey, that means you can go into it with confidence, and that's important. Confidence. Now you don't want to lie, but be confident. Slow character aura. All of this should go to add aura. And it does. And it does add the aura. So... I should clean this up a little. Let's do this. Job for design, surgical guides, 3D bone reconstructions, 3D printed, all that medical stuff that barely exists in the world. Hey, that means you should have less competition. And being that you already have experience with this, don't mess it up. Do you know the pay of a Good Guts? I'm curious. Are you going into it like with, you know, how much they're paying? Or are you going into it like, I just need a job, I don't care how much they pay? You can always learn the programs like on the job, but I would definitely start learning it. So if they have the questions about it, you can answer them. Like watch some videos about it, kind of thing. Learn, adapt, and overcome. Yeah. Is this not working? It is. Okay, good. Slow movement speed. Okay. Is this working? Why is it 1? Why is it 1? Wait, this is slow movement speed. This is different. Oh, it's slow movement speed. Yeah, yeah. What's the problem? They're accepting people with no experience because they can't find people to do it. You know the pay, but most likely will accept it. They ask for a bit higher since you have, yeah, that's exactly what I would do. If you have experience in a job and clearly you are quote unquote overqualified, you definitely ask for more. You'll actually, if you're overqualified for a job and you don't ask for more money, there's a lot of times people will not hire you, even though you're overqualified and asking for very little, because it's assumed that you're gonna go looking immediately for other work, and this is kind of like a pit stop. Oh, he recommended you? Oh yeah, that's even better. Okay, Withering Presence Aura, so it knows what it is. Good. It's not going to contain, so it's going to go here. So if I then print you, zero. Why are we at 0? Why are we at 0 here? So what values get? Is it not passing through the correct information? That might be the case. I wonder if it's not passing through. Oh, yeah, I see the problem. This is passing through 0, isn't it? Which would make sense. So then this is probably all fine. The problem is that, which is returning 0 because I'm freaking multiplying it all. Oh, yep. Good job, me. I found the problem. Problem is here. So it's this. And this is correct. But and you do a select. Oh god, I gotta sneeze. Oh, that feeling when you gotta sneeze but you don't sneeze. Oh. I was gonna sneeze, it was gonna be great relief, but no, I didn't sneeze. Oh. Minimum wage where you are is 1.7k. We're going to ask for 3.5 since the title for the job is from 3.5 to 5. Okay. If the title for the job is 3 to 5 to 5 and you have experience, ask. You don't ask for the minimum. Do not ask for the minimum. Ask for more. They will come back to you with a new number. Then you rebuttal again and you try to get somewhere in the middle. Again. Okay? At the very minimum, that's what you should be doing. If the range is 3.5 to 5, ask for like 4.5. Okay? If they're like, you know what? Because it's a range. They're willing to do that range, right? So at least ask for 4.5, if not 5. They could always go, like, if you ask for 5 and they're like, no, we're thinking more of your experience, maybe at the lower range. Maybe they won't go at 3.5. Maybe they'll go at 3.75 or 4. And then you could be like, you know what? What about meeting somewhere in the middle? Can we do like, 4.2? And then you get that higher number. If you start immediately at the lowest, they'll give you the lowest. If they ask you what your rate is, this is for any job, by the way, not specifically for yours. For any job, if someone asks you your rate, you need to know already at the time when you're having the interview what the average rate is for the position you're going for. You want to know the range, and you always want to ask for above average. Always. Whatever the average is number, you always want to go ask for above average. And depending on your skill, that will depend on how far above average you would ask for. But like that's just, you start there. Then you can go back and forth, but never start at or below average. Hope that helps. You know if that's like that where you are for this type of job, I will ask them and see what they can get. Now, ask for like 4.25. Again, if you're asking in the correct range, they're not gonna be like, that's not gonna be wise. If someone wants you, they will negotiate. Obviously, if the normal position is like 3.5 to 5 and you ask for 20, they might just ignore you, right? Because that's just like an insane ask. But when you're in the correct range, but just maybe a little too high or a little somewhere around there, right? It doesn't hurt. So you're welcome to go with the lower numbers. Absolutely. I'm trying to get you a few more. Negotiating is a skill, one that I have learned better only somewhat recently, and that's because my mother is very good at negotiating. She was telling me she has a coworker, or she has or had, I don't know. I think it was had a coworker that apparently went back and forth like for months renegotiating the raise that they were getting, and they ended up getting what they wanted. because it took so long. And they finally gave them just what they wanted. Could you imagine getting a higher paid job you just need to ask? Yeah, that is how it works. That is how it works. Look, if someone comes up to me and is like, I will do the job for $10, and someone else comes up to me and then says, I will do the exact same work, but I'm going to charge $30. I'll be like, oh yeah, I'll take the $10. I'm not even going to negotiate. I'll just, yeah, $10. But if my budget was like $20, I'd be like, okay, you're good. Right? If I didn't have the $10 one, you're good. But it's a little out of my budget. Can we meet somewhere in the middle? And then that's you negotiate. And then you end up getting, let's say 25. But if you lowball it, they'll just give you the number. Typically, this is not always the case, but typically, if you get the number you ask for on the first time with no negotiations, you probably could have gotten more. That's usually a rule of thumb. If you say your rate is 10 and you immediately are given 10, you probably could have asked for more and they were happy to give you 10. And there we go. Now we're slower. Now it's working good. So, yeah, that's my genuine advice. a non-monkey spawn, non-joke advice is, yeah. Make sure you do your research, what your ranges, and then always above average. Have you ever used testing in Unreal? Could you automate all of the testing of the power-ups? How? What you're asking for basically is to make a program for a program. That sounds extremely complicated. Because the testing is easy. It's figuring out what the problem is and fixing it that takes time. Your position is no longer minimum wage. You should fight for your value. There you go. Yes. You have a skill, and it's in a position that is hard to find other workers that you have experience in. That's good. Don't be afraid. Be confident in your abilities. It means an ability button that guarantees the ability gets cast on the enemy to experience the effect. I mean, that's just using the ability, no? I don't want anything that does it differently because right, that's not going to be the end result. I want to make sure it works in context of actually using whatever it is. If I understand correctly. Hey, Scandalous, welcome in. How's it going? Hope you're doing well. You saw the title and you demand a sung demonstration of the Friday song. Do you know the Friday song, Scandalous? Apparently these days it's been too long that most people don't know the Friday song, I think. You guys are too young. You invoked the monkey paw. If you want to listen to the Friday song, just look up Rebecca Black Friday on YouTube to enjoy the Friday song. Yeah. It's on YouTube, don't worry. It's an old one. It's a classic. Rebecca Black's Friday. Is it like Earth, Wind, and Fire or something? Yeah, something like that. Yeah, listen to it and then come back. And you will understand everything. To be fair, I don't know Earth, Wind, and Fire. So it's or something. I only know Earth, Wind, and Fire from The Last Airbender. There's also water, apparently. You know, it's kind of not important, I guess, in this scenario. You just listened to it? I feel that was a very fast listen to. Excuse me, Guts? I assume that's a typo. It's like the worst parts of nostalgia? What do you mean? Somebody add that to the quote book? We don't have a quote book. No quote book here. Thorns. Yes. Yeah, Thorns working. It means she is great. Oh. Okay. I feel it's also very much like a Australian slang. You moved your AAO from the side of the top of the case. I had to put your fans on the outside. Temps drop, but still crashing. Just definitely not temps. I thought you already confirmed it's not temps. You could just check with hardware info. Thank you without needing to do that, but. Okay, guaranteed crits every X attacks. Oh, I can't attack. I can't attack in this level because I made it so I can't attack in the hub. And this is like the hub. Also got reduced by 5 to 10 degrees on idle. Oh, that's really good. Casting shame. Oh yeah. Do you want me to use a blueprint interface to cast to the game mode, Leo? The only game mode? Yeah. Call the interface on the game mode, 5-head? What? Why would I put a... What? There's no difference in that. Why would I have an interface that gets the game mode? It's the same thing. It's It's the same thing. If the interface gets me the game mode reference, it's the same as casting the game mode, which is always loaded. It's not a problem when it's always loaded. It's a problem when it might be not loaded and you're loading something that you shouldn't. But if it's always loaded, like the game mode, it's fine. I guess when you have one game mode, yeah, I'll have one game mode. And if I didn't, I couldn't use it either way then. Because it would just require me to have... Like, I couldn't return the game mode reference then, because it would be a different variable. So I couldn't do it that way either. No, game mode just cast to it. We do now see the mini map here, which is, you know, I wish I didn't, but it's fine. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Wait. Oh, why is the number not going up? Why is the number not going up? One, 0. What? Why is it the way it is? Are there any plans to put this game on Steam? Yes. Are there any plans to put this game on Steam anytime soon? No. You should check out today's YouTube short. You should check out today's YouTube short. It might be relevant to what you're asking. You'd also see it on TikTok. It already looks fun enough.
Ads are here. Pausing for ads.
I don't think it's there yet. I don't want to be on... This is like way too early, I think. Like, if people want to support me and the development, it's available on Patreon. But I think it's too early to put on Steam. Do you build wish lists? Yeah, but I feel like this is... Like, I don't want to put a... Like, I don't even know what I'd want to do once I'm ready to do... to, like, go through with it. Like, would I want to do a Kickstarter or early access or whatever? Like on Steam? So I think it's too early. I want to let it cook more. Fairly certain when Unreal Cast says always loaded, it doesn't... You mean always? What do you mean? Unreal Cast don't say it's always loaded. I just mean, like, if you already have something that is loaded and you cast to it, you're not like... You're not adding costs. It's already there in memory. You're just... It looks solid. There's still a lot to do. There's a bunch of bug fixes to address as well. I'm not 100% happy with it until I'm not gonna get to 100% happy, but at least until I get further in. I also want to redo the entire visual thing. I want to make it more like Diablo / Path of Exile, those games. I don't like the fact we're doing the cutout. I want to drop the cutout entirely. So, Emerald does have garbage collections. If it's loaded within a... If it's low within a level and the level gets destroyed, i.e. moving it to a different level, then it gets garbage collected. But if it gets loaded outside of a level, or in other cases like game mode or instance, or stuff then loaded perma for a while, and Unreal keeps in memory. Yeah, so in cases like the game mode, which is just there always doing stuff, it's a memory. So yeah. When you hover over it, it's always loaded. Would trip me up for it. Yeah, if you like cast something and then you destroy it, it's gonna leave memory. Yeah. So what's going on here? If this is equal to... First one is the count. We increment this. And then we set if it is equal to... then it would go to 0. But it shouldn't be equal to. So it should go here. Oh, wait. Oh, is this not saving? Is this not working? It's a reference. It should save onto itself. Zero. Zero. Why is it still 0? Can I get a print out of this? Is this gonna give me 1 then? One. Okay. So basically what we need to do then is just also set variable 2. Oh, I see. Oh, I guess, yeah, it's not setting it here, so it's not gonna... I don't know why. So we can do this and then push this through. And now this should give me what I want. EPS do some stuff with the voltage that the PSU doesn't like. Probably, speaking, I don't know if it's science proved. Wait, I thought Leo removed his UPS and it became better. Leo, did you put your UPS back, like turn your UPS back on? I thought that was causing you like performance issues. Two. Yay, so now it's going up. 5, 6, 7. Okay. Now what's going on? So it's going up now. That's great, but why is it? What? Why is it the way it is? Two, three, 4, 5, 6. Why? Okay. What the hell's going on? You swapped the outlets on the UPS, but not plugged it in directly to the wall yet. You forgot. What do you think of popcorn as a snack? I have a popcorn popper, so I like it. If you get your own like kernels, yeah, good stuff. I think it's good. I enjoy. Like if you're going like it's pretty good, like healthy snack. Like unless you like drizzle it with butter and everything else. But if you do like popcorn and just like spices, like if you want something like you can even put like cinnamon on it. Wait, why is it out of 0? 1 out of 0. What? Why is it out of 0? Oh, it's another one of those that's descending, but I have it starting at 0. So it's just like the other one. So it's just like, what was the other one that we had problems with this? We had another one that had the same problem, didn't we? I think it was Dash Intangible. They had the same problem. Okay, so what we need to do is what was the fix for this? Hold on. I remember this was a problem. What was the solution? Because the problem is this value. Oh, it was to make it very huge. That's right. Where you gotta make it big and girthy. That's what it was. by default. Which should be fine because we're checking if it's valid. Yep. Orbital strike, we'll do no. Actually, yeah. Make it very high. And then here we can check if it's valid. Check if this is equal to. Well, it won't be equal to 999 after this, so. And then 2 it'll be at 0. So this should fix the problem. Hey Marcus, welcome in. How's it going? Hope you're doing well. Hot sauce is the best topping for popcorn. Yeah, that sounds pretty good as well. You love butter and have a fast metabolism, so popcorn is like a tier. I don't have one of those. Unfortunately. I don't know. I don't have butter either, technically. I have oil. Hot sauce is sacrilege? Wait, what? Why is it sacrilege? You got home safe, guys? Sadly, almost 1 a.m. I'm glad you got home safe. Drink some water. You know, stay hydrated. Don't be like me, an alcoholic drinking vodka out of, you know, a big thermos. Hot sauce on popcorn is bad. Hot sauce on its own is great. What? Why is it bad on popcorn? What makes popcorn make the hot sauce bad? If hot sauce by itself is good, why is it bad with popcorn unless you don't like popcorn? But that's a different thing. You can say 0 to 6. 1. Oh yeah, 2. 3, 4, 5. Wait, did it not increase my damage? Did I not crit? I was not. Should have paid closer attention. 15, 15, 15, 15, 15, 22.5. Okay, now it works. The only thing is, when I do this, the first hit gives me 1. Never mind, we're good. It's like pineapple on pizza? Oh, you mean God's heaven on earth? Yeah. What about it? You put hot sauce on popcorn, now your hands are burning? I mean, you can wear gloves if you're like that picky about it. Find their own a Warcraft together? No. Pineapple on pizza is, you know, is heaven on earth. It's why I moved to Canada. Right? The home of pineapple pizza or Hawaiian pizza isn't Hawaii, it's Canada. Why do you think I moved to Canada? To get closer to God's given, you know, right of eating delicious pineapple on pizza. Getting a good royal Hawaiian maybe with a little bit extra. Oh, I understood you, Guts. Oh, you got acid reflux and bad stomach. Oh, I'm sorry to hear that. If only your stomach was stronger. Strong like ox. Alas. It's not meant to be. Here in Brazil, pineapple with pork, generally bacon on pizza, called a Canadian pizza. Really? Well, there you go. See, it's delicious. When you do big and fat meals, oh yeah. I mean, I think that's normal if you go like way ham. I mean, I say normal. It doesn't work for me, but I don't think I'm normal. Good thing you cut that out years ago. Good job. We're all proud of you. Like Sprite literally every single day without rest for years was bad. I mean, maybe a little bit. Just a little bit. But, you know, just because it's bad doesn't mean you don't do it. A lot of things are bad that people do. Like some people prefer writing code instead of using blueprints. I mean, they're weird, but you know, can't stop them. I feel like cutting out sugar completely is more difficult than you think if you ever go out, like to a restaurant, because a lot of restaurants will put sugar in their food, which technically means you couldn't eat that stuff. Because there's not going to be like on the ingredient list, they're not going to put sugar, but they're going to put sugar in their food. So fully cutting it out is difficult. Why are you only shooting one again? Why are we not slowing it? Why is everything broken? How? How does it break? What did I do? It was fine. It's 5. Why? Why is it like this? Some people like to jump from game idea to game idea. So weird. I know, right? You get made fun of so much by your C++ friends for using Unreal blueprinting. That's the joke, Scandalous. That's the joke. where people shit on blueprints for whatever reason way too much, and like, you have to use C++, you have to do it. So the joke of the channel is no C++. That, and I genuinely don't want to use C++ because I'm bad at it. But that's the joke. This is a blueprint safe space. When keto for a while and eating out was hard, you always got a burger and asked to roll on lettuce instead of using bread. Yeah, keto I feel like is easier though than just actually no sugar. Because that burger and like stuff like the sauces, I'm sure has sugar in it. You ended a copy so that they already existed? I mean, that's nothing wrong with that. That still means you took your time, you did something, you learned, which is good. I'll fix that later. Let's fix freaking slow projectile aura, which probably has the same problem. Wait. Yeah, it has the same problem here. If it is equals 0, then is this, otherwise what's this? I don't think that's gonna fix the problem, but let's find out. Okay. Know how to fix your AI. Zero. Fantastic. Why are we at 0? Why are we at 0? What the shit? If it's equal to 0, which it's not, it shouldn't be. Let's find out. Oh, well, here these might be 0. No, slow increase and decrease. Increase. Oh yeah. Also could be 0. That's why. Which means, couldn't I have the same problem here? Yes, I could. So I'm checking if these are equal to, wait, did I check the wrong thing? I did check the wrong thing. But I gotta check it. I gotta check both of them. Okay. Okay. This is gonna need to be a function basically. So if this is equal to 0, then we do this. But then if this is equal to 0, if it's not, then we continue on. But if it is equal to 0, Then we check if it is equal to 0. No, this is fine. This is fine. Okay. Yeah. Spread, slow character aura. So the only thing that's gonna be different is this. Okay, we're just gonna not attach these. But how, can I collapse like this? Probably no, because I can't do it in the middle. Fine. Check aura. Slow down. Pure. Instead of A, this is going to be character or projectile. This is going to be increase and decrease. Okay. Just do this. You go here. This is decrease, and this is increase. There we go. So that should be better now. Okay. You totally didn't do that recently. Totally. I think most of your projects are in prototype phase, but you never reach like the state you want it to be. Yeah, because you need to get past the prototype stage, which is, you know, I'm still in prototype stage. That can be a very long stage. I mean, it's debatable whether I'm in prototype. I just call it prototype because I think it's pre-alpha. So at which point, what is it? I'm calling it prototype. Have a good night, Scanalus. Have a good night. Thanks for stopping by. Get some good sleep. Some good rest. It's Friday, gotta get out on Friday. You guys know those lyrics? Sing along. It's the song of a generation. The generation being my generation. The song of the millennials. How else do we know what comes after Thursday without that song? It's great. I'll have someone left after I started singing that. That's funny. That's almost done though. Okay, so now, can we slow down the projectile? $50. Okay. I think it's working. Oh yeah, it totally is working. Is that the Song of the Millennials? Was... I don't know what that is. I don't know that song, at least by name, but I don't know very many song names. What? Hold on. Wait, why is the second search English? It's not an English song? I probably don't never heard it. Oh, is that the name of it? Oh, that's just the Numa Numa guy. What happened? What is the song? No, no, I want the Numa Numa guy. I want... that's... Oh, I don't care if that's the original or not. This is what's up. This. Any other version? Blasphemy. Blasphemy. And I know you couldn't hear any of it. I'm not about to get copyright claimed just for that. Okay. So, the last one is Radial Burst. That we know all is working, but we need to finish this ability because we have just a little bit left. But it's gonna take some time, I think more than we have. So, I want to fix whatever the hell's wrong with you. With this guy. So, what the hell is wrong with you? Why aren't you shooting multiple projectiles? Why? Why are you like this? It's such a projectile, like it's all that is set up. It's set up to have 5 attacks, right? If I go to multi-hit, oh, wrong place. There we go. Why did you just shoot me with more than 5? That's 6, isn't it? Oh, it's additional. Right, it's additional. So if I did 4, it'll be 5. Yeah. That's right, it's just like mine. There we go. So now it's does 5. Okay. We fixed it. Let's fix also the other guys, the freaking skeletons that keep missing. And I think I know why. So of this attack, and this attack, although all of them are 3 frames, Yeah, let's make them 4. The problem basically is it goes too quickly through these somehow, and so the trace never happens. So theoretically now, if I got these guys, they should never miss. Yeah, we got to 2. Yeah, there we go. Now they should never miss. Fantastic. One thing I need to figure out though, and I don't know a good solution yet, is too many enemies are attacking at the same time, and I can make it so less enemies attack you at the same time. But I think but I don't think that's a good solution. Or maybe that is the solution. Maybe just have less enemies be able to attack you at the same time. Right, because the problem is if we have like a bunch of them. Right, you just get this. You just get a bunch of them attacking at once, which kind of I like, but it is probably way too much. Especially if they're all doing the arrow thing. At the same time, if you're surrounded by that many enemies, maybe I will implement just a attack limit. I used to have one on the old setup. I did remove it. By remove it, I mean, yeah, I never re-implemented it. So there's basically an attack token where you need to have only a certain amount of enemies can attack you at once. I mean, I can set it to be like something like 5, but I almost feel like the problem is how many enemies there are, right? Maybe I just need to have them wait longer and have the arrows not be so in your face. Because if I just had them wait longer, maybe that would solve the problem. Or at least a big part of it. We can actually just check that right now. You're connected directly to the outlet, and it's actually lagging on YouTube. This is wild. Also, now it's no longer better when connected. You just can't have a good time, can you? That's basically it. You just can't have a good time. It's just not allowed, clearly. It's 0.4 to 0.6. If I made this 1.4 to 1.6. If I slow down the combat, it might be what I need. It becomes very easy to dodge them. Hey, no crashes yet? I mean, that's kind of important. Yeah, it's better to be slow than have crashes, for sure. if I had the arrow not be so in your face. When you have like too many of them though, it's still a problem, right? But maybe you obviously can't have it be that long, but yeah, so this is why I don't think it's ready for Steam. Also, if I put it on Steam Early Access, I really need to figure out a price for this game, and I'm not ready to do that. I can't... I don't know how much it's gonna be. 30, 40? I don't know. Probably around there. Probably closer to 30, I'm gonna guess. Maybe 35. I don't know, we'll find out. Or figure out later. The way Hades the whole arrow mechanic, the whole arrow like option, I kind of got from Hades, but the Hades has less enemies. It has less enemies, and the enemies do a wider attack. And the reason I wanted to do it for my game is because it's a directional movement, so it's hard to tell like specifically where they're looking compared to like a 3D character. But I feel like at that point I need to have them. What I probably need to do is either not have the arrow and have it delay longer. No, I don't want to not have the arrow. I mean, I think I have too many enemies on screen anyway, so maybe I just reduce the amount of enemies, make the arrow more subtle, and then that will take care of things. We'll play around with some stuff, you know. Not releasing it tomorrow. But it is the weekend. Yay. This Sunday, I'm going to be talking about runtime stuff for the first time with BCG. Going over some things that, you know, people should know when getting into runtime hierarchical generation that I wish I kind of understood when I got started. And it's like 2-3 things. And yeah. And then next week after that is Maze time. We're gonna be using level instances and things of that nature. So thank you guys so much for joining me. Hope you enjoyed. We'll be back on Monday with some more game. We're gonna finish up the final ability. Actually finish it because we never finished it, and then we get to move on to the rest of the power-ups, then boss, then bug fixes that I have a little list for, and then I want to rework the combat. I do. Something about it doesn't feel right. It's maybe it's the amount of enemies. Maybe it's how long they'll get delayed. I'm not sure. Something about it is going to need to be played around with. So, thank you guys so much for watching. Hope you enjoyed, and I'll see you guys on Monday. Have a good weekend, everyone. Take care. Bye-bye.